Good morning, internet. Today is Monday and we are going to the Woodbury outlet. I'm so excited, yay! I've never actually been before, but a lot of my co-workers have been. Some have stayed in hotels nearby because they said the shopping was that good that they had to spend multiple days there. Unfortunately, I'm not like that. I'm not too insane about it. Also, Tobias said no. So we are just gonna spend the day there. So I'm getting ready. I'm eating Frosties. Oh, is it Frosties? Frosted Flakes. It's the one with the little tiger on it. And there's Toby editing his photos. And eating, as always. So we're on the way to Woodbury and my co-workers advised to bring a small luggage bag because they said that there'd be a lot of shopping, and I just can't imagine anyone shopping that much that they'd need a luggage bag. Like
well, it's gotta go somewhere.
It's kind of humorous. So I brought the smallest one I had just to see what it would be like. But I don't know, we'll see.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah, at the end of this trip we might be like, oh my god, we should have brought a bigger one. They went crazy. So we made it to Port Authority, which is basically the terminal where the bus leaves to go to Woodbury, or Woodbury, depending on who you ask. But there are so many people on the street pushing you to go to Woodbury that it's a little bit intimidating. So when one of them came up, because we kind of got lost, and one of them came up to us and was like, oh, can I help you? And we were like, no, go away, don't sell us anything. And it's like, look, I'm just trying to help you. And I'm like, well, there's so many of you. It's like really hard to know who's trying to help and who's just trying to sell us more stuff. So he pointed us in the right direction, which was really nice. So I appreciate that. So now we're just trying to find the right level. We're supposed to go to the 3rd floor.
Okay, 310. I think it was
310.
310. On this side.
Oh yeah.
Seems like we're the only ones with luggage.
Yeah, but they could be real, like, travelers with stuff in their luggage.
Could be.
Not empty suitcases.
Like ours, like our fake one.
Yeah. We look like a bunch of extreme shoppers. Yeah, buses parked inside the building. We're on the 3rd floor and there's like tons of buses here. I don't know why I'm surprised because it's kind of like a car park in the city, which we have plenty of in Melbourne. I just don't think we have bus terminals in buildings.
Weirdly enough, in Kiel, there's bus terminals in the city. That's where my high school bus I always got picked up in a building from a bus.
Really?
Yeah. Because we don't have, oh well actually we do have space, I don't know, but I think they're just combined with a car park.
I feel so bogan/hillbilly for not knowing this. And Woodbury is all outdoors. I don't know why we thought it'd be like Chatston, where it's all inside, like a big shopping centre, but it's not. See?
It's like an American village.
Yeah, it's like a little village. Here's the map. So it is quite big, but it's not as crowded as I thought it would be. Maybe that's because we're here on a Monday and it's very early.
Yeah, we're also on the 2nd bus I think going out to Woodbury, or at least from that particular spot going out.
Yeah, so we'll see. Just gonna walk around and see if the prices are any good. Also, we're not the only ones with luggage. In fact, we're probably the ones with the smallest luggage case. A lot of people have brought massive luggage cases, so I don't feel so bad, but I am very curious. I want to know why. So I came to Valentino's because I really wanted a pair of, now I've forgotten the name, but they're like rock-studded heels. Just because I don't think, you can get them in Australia, but I think they're just overpriced, as is everything. And I think in Nordstrom or Saks, they're much cheaper in the city. But I heard Valentino was stocked here, so I wanted to check it out. The range is extremely small and nothing like what you see online at all. which is pretty disappointing. I came here with a shopping list for HT and Val as well, and basically the 3 pairs of shoes we were looking for, not stocked here at all. So that's a little disappointing. It is quite considerably cheaper. Like for example, shoes that say are going for $1,000 are probably $700 here. So it is quite cheaper, but it's a pretty limited range as well. Mostly clothes, not as many shoes. So far not terribly impressed, but I'm just gonna keep going. Saks Fifth Avenue, let's see if we have more luck here. You know, 6.5. I knew it was either 6.5 or 7. So we just got out of Saks. Saks was, okay, so this is kind of, I think this is going to start summarizing what the outlet is pretty much like, but prices are good if it's something that you wanted for a while, but haven't purchased it, and it's exactly what you want, because basically the range is the stuff that nobody wants in the main shops, and then the sizes are also a bit more uncommon. So if you're particularly large or you're particularly tiny, then I think you'll do well. There's like what I found with shoes, there was a lot of like size 5s.
There's a lot of odd sizes.
A lot of odd
shoes,
sizes,
like really like from
huge or really small, but it's difficult to get like average sizes, which is what I kind of am. In terms of shoes. Clothes, I think maybe I'd have more luck because I tend to go for the smaller sizes, but I haven't really found any clothes I want yet. And then we went to Tory Burch, and that was pretty good. That was packed. Like Saks was not packed, Tory Burch was packed, like people climbing over each other, packed. And it was really good discounts, especially they added an additional 25% off, and then I think in this booklet you get like another 10% off your entire purchase. So
that's actually quite a bit.
It is actually quite a good savings there. You just have to deal with the crowds, and I'm just not a crowd person, and I'm not desperate to have clothes and shoes the way I guess some people are, so I'm okay to just settle for the sales online. But now I know the size. I've always wanted to know what size shoes I was in Tory Burch, and I'm 6.5. So now I know. Came out of Dior, and I'm not filming inside because I don't know if you're allowed to film inside. I have a feeling you can't. Most shops don't like you filming inside.
Yeah, they might look at you funny.
Yeah. So this is for you, Violet. I went in and there's really nothing. There was nothing that you would buy. There's a lot of cheap sunglasses, like $150 each, which is incredibly cheap for Dior. They're all the designs that like we wouldn't buy. Let me clarify. But yeah, and then there's a lot of clothes, like couture clothes, which I don't have any occasion to wear them, so I wouldn't buy them. And the shoes are nice, but they're nothing special. And bags. There's like hardly any bags. There's a couple like really plain looking bags. Okay, so we stopped by Prada, and finally some success. We've been here for like an hour, and I'm actually struggling to buy stuff here. So the sunglasses were really cheap. They're like $170 American. So yeah, I'm just excited to have actually bought something, because I was a bit worried I would leave and not have bought anything.
That would be so sad.
That would be really sad. I'd feel like such a failure as a beauty blogger. Well, I guess as a superficial blogger, which is pretty much what I am. I just tell it like it is. I have a feeling that luggage case we brought may not actually get used. Just a gut feel.
Or at least not filled up in any way.
Well, yeah, we might still put stuff in it, but it probably wasn't necessary to bring it. But I'm not going to speak too soon because there's Gucci. So we're settling down for lunch now after that intense shopping marathon.
That was very hardcore, so we're all really hungry.
We're like halfway through the outlet. Still just one purchase, but I'm happy with it. So we're just going to have McDonald's because it's the all-American meal.
Exactly. Well, we're done. And it's what, 2 o'clock? It's just past 2 o'clock.
Yeah. Subway. We're back at Port Authority and it's really crowded. I think everyone's trying to get home. I didn't realize this was the system people used to get home. Finally made it back to the hotel now. We're about to get back to our room so we can dump all the stuff that we bought. Maybe rest a little bit before we go out for dinner. Not sure where we're going for dinner yet though. I'm guessing it's probably going to have to be someplace nearby because I think we're both just a bit tired to go walking around and exploring. Although I think Toby's going to go out at night to take photos of Times Square.
Yeah, let's see how it goes.
Yeah.
I'm feeling a bit tired now. It's like almost 6.
I think because we sat in the bus for like almost 2 hours because it came back during peak hour traffic, so it was, yeah, it's a bit tiring. So we finished having dinner and now we actually...
Welcome to New York.
I tried to look for a jacket because it's actually quite cold in New York, and I only brought one jacket thinking that it should be spring, but apparently it's a cold spring. And I don't want to keep wearing the same jacket, but I've not been able to find any jackets because everyone's selling spring wear instead. So that's really annoying. But admittedly, I haven't checked a ton of things. It's more H&M, Forever 21, you know, the usual. So maybe we'll find something tomorrow, but I'm gonna head back to the hotel now. Tobias is taking me back to the hotel, and then I think you're gonna go out.
Yeah, I think I might head off just for a little walk around the block and take a few photos at night if I can.
Yeah, so I think he's gonna do that. I'm gonna chill out in the hotel room, and I bought some cortisone cream, so I'm gonna try that, see if it helps reduce the itchiness.
So I've gone and dropped off Celina at the hotel. She didn't really want to come out anymore, but I decided to go out, try out a bit of night photography, which in New York is surprisingly easy because it's pretty much lit like it was day. It kind of reminds me of Tokyo. So I'm at the top of the stairs in Times Square, which is really, really cold. So here's the view. It's still really packed out, it's really bright, so it's pretty easy to take nice photos. I'm just going to walk around a little bit longer and then head back to the hotel once I feel like I've taken a few nice shots, because I'm not quite sure how the next few days are going to be weather-wise. So I just kind of want to walk around to take a few more photos, but at least equipped with my big-ass camera and it being still quite bright, that shouldn't be too much of an issue. So that was pretty good. I'm on my way back to the hotel now. I think I've got some really good shots. I'm really glad for the 2.8 aperture and being full frame so the eye, so I can really push it high, get some nice shot when there's fairly little light, although as I said it's actually pretty well illuminated. I do wish I had the 70 to 200mm lens though, just because there's so many crazy people on the street and it'd be nice to just get some close-up shots without, you know, being right in their face, but I think I still get some nice shots out of them. I'm kind of curious to go back to the hotel, have to check them out and, you know, see what I can get out of them. So I'll also see how Celina's doing with her rash. She's just kind of been putting some cream on, so hopefully she's a bit better now.
So I am finally back. I've just had a shower and my neck is so itchy. You guys have no idea. Can you see? I think you can kind of see how red it's starting to really get. I think I have an allergic reaction to something. I'm not really sure. I'm wearing my hair up in a bun, and and you'll notice that I did that pretty much the whole day and some of yesterday, and I don't usually wear my hair up at all. It's always down. But it's just, I'm trying to take any irritation away from my neck, which is my hair, and I think it's making it worse by having things tickle it and making it more itchy. And I have no idea what I'm allergic to. I have no idea. I have a gut feeling that it might be all that flying I did in the last week, because we pretty much flew like 8 or 9 different flights in total, and if I was to add up all the hours, I would say easily 30-35 hours of flying, and I think my skin is just freaking out. Like, my face is fine now, like all the eczema that I had has gone down, but my neck, I have no idea, and it's just gross because I've not had rashes in a really long time. So I picked up this Cortisone intensive healing formula. It helps heal itch fast. There were like 4 of them, so I had no idea what the difference is, especially because they all have 1% of hydrocortisone in them, which now when I think about it is significantly less than the cortisone cream that I normally use. So this one I had prescribed me by my doctor because I have eczema, and I can only use this like 7 days in a row, but very sparingly, otherwise it ends up damaging your skin in the long run. But I'm not going to use that on my neck because I don't feel like I have eczema. I feel like I've just got rashes at the moment, so I'm going to try this. I'm going to hopefully see if this works, because the only other thing that helps the itchiness is literally putting bags of ice, and I can't do that all the time, and it's not that pleasant after a while. It feels like burning. But other than that, Toby's gone out to take photos of Times Square at night, and yeah, he'll come back, and then we should go to sleep soon because we've got a big day ahead of us tomorrow. Lots of walking and sightseeing. So I think I'll just wrap up the vlog here today. Hope you guys are having a great day, and I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye!